Changing subjects now, Tory leadership. Michael Gove, revelations today about cocaine use in his past. What was your reaction to those revelations today?
Well, he's decided to tell us what his past was like. That's his business.
Do you think that mistakes in the past should disqualify people from running for party leadership?
No, I think people should tell us what they've done and move on in life. But I'm unconcerned about Michael Gove's past life or behaviour, to be quite honest.
Have you ever taken drugs in your past? No, I know that you've said it. You've said that in the past, but
no. I've led a very normal life in many ways.
Social justice, social mobility, is it just semantics? I mean, what's a social justice commission going to do that a social mobility commission hasn't?
It's going to make sure that we get an education system that makes sure all of our children achieve their best in school, and that we measure success by all of our children going forward. The idea of social mobility, where you pluck somebody out of relative poverty and promote them into a private school education or promote them somewhere else, doesn't actually help the majority. What we have is a lot of underused talent in our society. So the Social Justice Commission will be there to make proposals, ask very tough questions of government, and will measure our government against the improvements in social mobility for the entire population, not just a few.
One last one, anti-semitism. We're hearing calls for Lisa Forbes to be suspended whilst an investigation goes on into comments that she's made on social media. What do you say to that? Should she be suspended? Should there be an investigation?
Congratulations to Lisa on a fantastic by-election win. She has apologised for the remarks that she transmitted through social media. If there are complaints about it, they'll be investigated, but not by me, but by our party system. But I'm looking forward to welcoming Lisa Forbes, MP for Peterborough, to Parliament on Monday. She ran a fantastic campaign and it's an historic by-election win.
Is it frustrating though that your newest MP is already, before she's even visited Westminster, embroiled in another anti-Semitism row involving Labour?
She's made her position very clear. Lisa Forbes is a good woman, not a racist in any way whatsoever, and she will be a brilliant MP for Peterborough and a brilliant part of our team in Parliament, and I'm delighted to support her.
Thank you. So, focus group session here today to hear from members.
Well, we've never called it a focus group.
Well, in general terms, yes. But what is it that you've been hearing from people today?
Questions about careers advice. Good question on careers advice, where somebody said, well, what is going to happen there? And I made the point that when there was careers advice given in schools, all children got it. If you only allow children to get advice from their families or wherever else, you've got a well-connected, articulate family, that child will get the work placement, will get the experience, will get that very important start in life. I want all schools to have careers advice and also ensure that all schools ensure that there is work experience available for them. We also had a very good question about special educational needs and the shortage of funds for it, and the way in which parents have to go through enormous numbers of hoops in order just to get the provision for their child in school. I'm in favour of inclusive education in general, but that would mean that all children are educated together, but that does mean resources, i.e. money, in the school to ensure that child gets the support that they need. Again, it's about representation also. And so it was a good question, and I think it's a real issue that children with special education needs don't always get the support they should.
Of Labour's proposals, I mean, a lot of these proposals are clearly going to cost money, scrapping tuition fees, reintroducing maintenance allowances and so on. Where's the money coming from?
We costed this in the last manifesto, and it will come from an increase in corporate taxation to 2010 levels.
So are these proposals really going to make a difference? You're saying that Social Mobility Commission hasn't worked at all. Why would this work? Why would social justice work?
Because there's a different approach. The approach is of social justice for all, rather than the ability of a relatively small number to achieve a higher position in society. What I'm concerned about is that a child born today, you could look at their lives, draw a map of where they live, what the income level of their parents is, and you can sort of make a pretty clear prediction of where they're likely to end up. I don't want that. I want a real chance for every child. Hence, our proposals are good quality preschool nursery education for all children. free school meals for all children in primary schools and proper funding of our primary schools, and so that wherever you're born in this country, you can achieve.